previously on Impact Wrestling.
Hey guys!
Hey!
You're early!
Yeah, baby.
Look, everything you asked for is in here. Everything you've asked for. We honor our word. This is the contract you wanted, you've earned, and as soon as you're healthy. This is gonna be waiting here for you.
I have narrowed down my list to who shot Johnny Bravo to the 10th of June. I can't believe anyone would accuse me of trying to kill Johnny Bravo. After all, I'm a complete angel.
I would also like to say that I have been a perfect angel. This entire time I have been on my best behavior.
Exactly what makes you a prime suspect.
Go tell your client. God, I wish I could be there when you tell her. You're getting her everything she needs, everything she deserves, everything she wants. Knockouts Championship match at tournament. No problem. And just to make sure that nothing goes sideways again, no DQs, nothing. It's gonna be an anything goes, no DQ match. Anything goes.
I got my history with Eric. Just like you, I got my long history with Sammy Callahan. Yeah, I know what they're all about. You know what they're all about.
That's Ken Shamrock, the world's most dangerous man. Callahan goes low. Callahan! Al Driver. If these three rule the world, we're all in trouble. With Turning Point on the horizon, welcome everyone to Impact Wrestling on Access TV.
Guys, my name is Caleb, with a K. But I'm not here to talk about me right now. I'm here to give you some more of that sweet, sweet premium content that I know you love. You've seen her in Bali. You've seen her in Jamaica. Media followers across all platforms. And you know it's all about her. Put your hands together for Tennille Dashwood.
And still, it's all about me.
So Tennille Dashwood with her personal photographer and ring announcer Caleb with a K entering Impact Wrestling here tonight, all set for tag team action in a match that came about last week in Locker Room Talk. Tennille Dashwood, it appeared, was going to form a partnership, a friendship, a tag team with Jordan Grace. Instead, it went the other way, and the host of Locker Room Talk, five-time Knockouts champion Madison Rayne, finds herself leaving the broadcast booth for this match to join Tennille Dashwood momentarily. So Knockouts tag team action to kick off Impact here tonight. Tennille Dashwood teams with Madison Rayne, and we'll see if these two can get along. We'll see if this team can find chemistry. The Tag Team Championship Tournament for the Knockouts starts next week. Tennille enjoying the pictures of Tennille. Her tag team partner from Columbus, Ohio, Madison Rayne. So Madison Rayne and Tennille Dashwood formed a bit of a friendship last week on Locker Room Talk and decided that they would be a team here this week. Again, I mentioned that the tag team tournament for the Knockouts to crown new Knockouts tag team champions does get started next week, so we'll see if Tennille and Madison can find instant chemistry. We invite you to join in on the conversation tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Use the hashtag Impact on Access TV. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Again, I mentioned a turning point here in Impact another monthly exclusive, championship matches, and more. We are certainly at a turning point here in Impact Wrestling. And we'll find out if someone's going to get cross-rained here tonight.
Break! Havoc!
Your opponents will qualify as Havoc and Nevaeh.
So it's an interesting dynamic here in this tag team matchup for Havoc and Nevaeh. They've been a tag team for a long time. They're looking forward to the tag team tournament starting next week. They know that they'll have each other's backs in that tournament. They know they're a cohesive unit. They can read each other's minds. And then you have the team of Tenille Dashwood and Madison Rayne. But again, can they find that chemistry? Can they work together here against the already made team of Nevaeh and Havoc? And if Tenille and Madison can get along, will they enter the tournament? Will they look to become Knockouts Tag Team Champions? So a lot of questions that need to be answered here in this one, as we again welcome everyone to Impact Wrestling on Access TV. It's going to be an incredible 2 hours as we listen to this conversation.
One, ladies.
So it's almost like a first date for Tenille and Madison as they sort of exchange pleasantries about who will start. And we'll see if that continues to grow. Schoolgirl by Madison Rayne on Nevaeh and a quick escape. Haven't seen Madison Rayne in an Impact ring since Slammiversary. And now making her return here on this cold November night. 4 nights away from Turning Point on Impact Plus. And Madison Rayne collar and elbow tie here with Nevaeh. Knockouts tag team action on a night where we will see a main event between Josh Alexander of the North taking on Carl Anderson of the Good Brothers. Nevaeh looking for more offense. Madison Rayne down here on his back, needs to watch her shoulders. There's a nip up. My 5-time Knockouts champion takes down Nevaeh. And back and forth these two go. Nice takedown there by Madison Rayne. And a snapmare by Nevaeh, and she takes Madison Rayne down yet again. And clothesline there by Nevaeh. Bit of a low line, puts the leg and a kick out by Madison Rayne, and she scurries over to the corner and makes the tag to Tenille Dashwood.
Is this your first day?
I wear a lot of hats here, Caleb. Yeah, Caleb. I'll take it from here. I got this.
So Caleb with the K and Madison Rayne getting to it a little bit. Tenille says she's got it from here. And now we'll see Tenille Dashwood for the first time in this match. She ducks the attempt there by Nevaeh. And Caleb's certainly right about the social media following of Tenille Dashwood. Bit of a jet setter. She's always traveling around the world. And now going around and around and around with Nevaeh here. Standing switch after standing switch. And Tenille, she looks a little distraught here at the second. And it's fine. Told Nevaeh she wins and picks the ankle from Nevaeh. Something about the sense of humor and the personality of Tenille Dashwood here in this one. Dash Woogie. Can't make this stuff up, folks. There's the tag, and now here comes a former Knockouts champion in her own right, Havoc. And Tenille Dashwood, she's using her breathing exercises. She might want to use her speed exercises and the tag to Madison Rayne and get out of this one. She's on the wrong side of town now, ducks the line, and she thought about making the tag for a second. And Havoc's got a handful of Tenille Dashwood's hair. And Havoc, that's just pure strength, folks. Tenille slips on the back in a sleeper hold. So Tenille Dashwood has control momentarily of Havoc. Takes her to the corner there, and Caleb with a K wasn't even able to look at that. Havoc standing in control. There's a reversal back inside. The buckle she goes, and Tenille Dashwood drops down, needs to make a tag.
It's all about you.
Caleb cheering on Tenille Dashwood with a crossbody in the corner. There's the chopper, doesn't hook a leg, and Havoc's able to escape. Tag team action here between these 4 knockouts as you see the intense stare by Havoc and Tenille Dashwood. That's enough to allow her to make the tag.
Hey, I'm not gonna do it.
Star here. Come on, you got this.
Well, Madison Rayne said, I'm not going to do it. Havoc is tired of waiting for an opponent, and Havoc is going to woman handle Madison Rayne at the moment. Size and strength of Havoc as she sends Madison Rayne for a ride. Now Madison Rayne. I mentioned that Havoc and Nevaeh have known each other for a long time. Madison Rayne has known these two as a team for years. And now Nevaeh with a sliding clothesline. Off the knee of Havoc, there's a cover, hooks the leg, and a kick out by Madison Rayne. And now it was Madison who was reaching for Tenille on the apron. I don't think she has any interest in getting back into this match. Nevaeh and Havoc in control of the former two-time Knockouts Tag Team Champion. So Tenille's still in search for a partner. Is it Madison Rayne? Jordan Grace is still searching for a partner. Madison Rayne escapes the hold of Havoc. Step up into Seguri, rocking Havoc. Looking for more offense here. Looking for cross range, trying to put away Havoc. And Havoc just using her strength and power and utilizing everything she can with a tombstone. And I don't think we found the instant chemistry for Madison Rayne and Tenille Dashwood
Here are
tonight.
your winners, Nevaeh and Havoc.
So a win for Nevaeh and Havoc 1 week away. Folks, from the start of the Knockouts Tag Team Tournament, are these two the front runners? Is it going to be Havoc and Nevaeh going to the finals to become new? Madison Rayne will want to clean up, and she'll join us here on commentary in a little while. Perhaps can explain what happened tonight between Madison Rayne and Tenille Dashwood. But it's a victory tonight for Havoc and Nevaeh, and it's back to the drawing board for Tenille Dashwood in her search for a partner. I don't know. Here's the thing. Madison Rayne is not going to be in a very good mood when she eventually gets cleaned up and gets back here and joins me for the remainder of the show right here on Access TV. But what kind of mood is she going to be in? I mean, her and Tenille, they didn't connect. They didn't click the way that Madison and I do. But I don't know. We're 4 days away, folks, from Turning Point. Exclusively on Impact Plus, a special monthly specials on Impact Plus. Turning Point is going to be a phenomenal night as we get for the rest of this night. Let's take a look at everything coming up at Turning Point and here tonight on Impact Wrestling on Access TV. As I mentioned, 4 days away from Turning Point, more matches were announced this week on ImpactWrestling.com. Rich Swann will defend the Impact Wrestling World Championship against Sami Callihan. The North will defend the Impact World Tag Team titles against the Good Brothers. It's Brian Myers versus Swoggle. And as previously announced, Moose will take on Willie Mack. Deonna Purrazzo and Su Yung clash for the Knockouts Championship in a no disqualification match. And tonight on Impact Wrestling on Access TV, it's AC Romero with Larry D versus Chris Sabin. Rohit Raju defends the X Division Championship against TJP. If TJP doesn't win, it's his last opportunity at the X Division title, as long as Rohit holds the belt. Chris Bay goes one-on-one with Eddie Edwards. The investigation continues as to who shot Johnny Bravo. And in a preview of Turning Point, Josh Alexander goes one-on-one with Carl Anderson of the Good Brothers.
I'm here with the Good Brothers, guys. The match that everyone's talking about this weekend at Turning Point.
Oh, yeah.
The Good Brothers versus the North for the tag team titles. Do you think you guys can get it done this time?
Good sister, to even ask a question like that. Turning Point, speak to him. The Good Brothers, tell the truth. The Big LG, the machine gun. Oh, fire me up. The North, one set of tag team championships. They've eluded us in our illustrious careers, and that is the Impact Tag Team Championships. Turning Point, trust me. Right. Turning Point, trust me. We're walking out the tag team champions, but later tonight, I'm stepping in the ring with a singles match, man, against Josh Alexander. Son, you get to see what the machine gun is all about.
You guys literally, it's thanks to literally can't stop talking about all ego.
It's the Karate Man. Woo! Let me see a kick.
Yeah,
maybe a roundhouse. Maybe some jiu-jitsu.
Tensudo Pete.
When you thought it couldn't get any worse.
Come on, partner.
Just when you thought you survived, it's back. Talking Shopomania 2. Your favorite brothers, Jobbers, and Marks return to Fight TV this Friday. Plus, prepare
understand this. John E. Bravo was the reason you were eliminated in the Call Your Shot gauntlet. So I will ask you this. Did you shoot Johnny Bravo?
No.
No deception detected. You can go. Please send in the next person. Thank you. Mad about something?
No?
You know you're hooked up to a lie detector, right?
Yeah. And you know that last week, I lost to Johnny freaking Swinger. Talk about a career lowlight, huh? Johnny freaking Swinger. Jake was distracted by the ref. If Jake would have distracted the ref, I would have won that match. I would have beat Johnny Swinger.
Swinger, referee, your cousin. You seem to be bitter at a lot of people. Maybe you were bitter towards Johnny Bravo. As a matter of fact, didn't you say you wanted to kill Johnny Bravo?
Man, what a dick.
This is on you, Steve. You were supposed to get the hall.
I want to kill that guy.
I did not shoot Johnny Bravo.
So it seems like Larry D might be off the hook, but as far as Cody Deaner goes, that remains to be seen. This case isn't solved just yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is for the X Division Championship, scheduled for one fall. Introducing first the challenger from Los Angeles, California, TJP.
So TJP has really been in the mix for the X Division Championship for quite some time now as a former X Division champion. But this is it. It's do or die for TJP here tonight as long as Rohit is champion. So TJP believes in himself tonight, and we'll see if TJP can get it done. Do or die here tonight for TJP against the champion.
And from Hyderabad, India, he is the X Division champion, the Desi Hitman, Rohit Roshu.
That edict was laid down by Executive Vice President Scott DeBoer last week after TJP threw hot tea on Rohit Raju, and now these two will go one-on-one as I welcome in my broadcast colleague, Madison Rain. It didn't work out so well earlier tonight for you and Tennille Dashwood.
Right, Josh. You know, as I said in the match, I wear a lot of hats around here. I have a lot to do.
Oh.
I was so focused on you not messing up the one job you have here at the broadcast table. I was distracted. Things didn't go my way. And so that's how the story's told, but...
Okay, all right, fair enough. Well, we'll see how things will go here for either the champion Rohit. Will he be done forever with TJP, or will TJP become X Division champion here tonight? TJP looking for a suplex on the stage, and he connects to Rohit. Madison Rain, would you ever put an opportunity at a championship, a last time ever stipulation on it, unless you were very confident?
Absolutely not. And we've said for weeks, for months, that TJP is such a technical assassin inside the ring. I mean, and here tonight, TJP, he's risking it all. TJP
putting it on the line against Rohit, as Rohit is putting the X Division Championship on the line. But Rohit wants to rid himself of TJP once and for all, and right now it is the challenger in control with his back against the wall here tonight. Already an intense episode of Impact Wrestling on Access TV. You saw the Good Brothers get into it with the North. Detective Dreamer's on the case as to who shot Johnny Bravo. We certainly hope Bravo is recovering and can't wait to see him back in an Impact Wrestling arena sooner rather than later. Reversal there and a back elbow by Rohit. Rohit trying to stay in control of TJP. He knows what being X Division champion is all about. He wants to be X Division champion. When this show is over tonight, he wants to take the X Division championship into Turning Points this Saturday nights on Impact Plus.
Yeah, and you can say what you want about Rohit's his game plans and the way that he conducts himself as X Division champion. But at the end of the day, in these high-pressure situations, it's all about how you perform. And I feel very strongly that here tonight, he's going to perform like the champion that he is.
We'll see what happens here between these two. Right now, it's TJP in control. Reversal by the champion. TJP in harm's way. And that will allow that slight distraction, that slight hiccup for Rohit to take over and build momentum. Can he keep it going? Find out as this championship match continues right after this. Welcome back to Impact Wrestling on Access TV. The X Division Championship is on the line. The champion, Rohit Raju, going one-on-one with TJP. This is the last chance for TJP to become X Division champion as long as Rohit holds the belt. And Rohit now looking for a back suplex. TJP lands on his feet. Into the corner goes TJP and a kick low. So TJP putting it all on the line here, looking for a tornado DDT. And Rohit dialing it up. Madison Rain, you basically said that Rohit is a big game player. This is a big game here tonight. There's the cover. Hooks the outside leg and a kick out by TJP.
You don't often see an opponent of TJP able to think one step ahead, able to prepare for the offense that he's going to bring inside the ring. Clearly, while some have said that Rohit is dodging opponents, he's been doing his homework and studying any competitor that he might have for his X Division title.
Rohit thought that it might be smooth sailing for the rest of 2020 after he escaped Bound for Glory in that six-way scramble with the X Division Championship, and instead it's more and more opportunities for Rohit's challengers and more positions for Rohit to defend his title. Bound for Glory, an absolutely incredible night. Don't forget, folks, that you can pre-order the Bound for Glory DVD right now through shopimpact.com. There's a cover floating over after the suplex and a kick out. Rohit knows what's at stake here tonight, as does TJP. Not very often, Madison Rain, that the challenger in a championship match has his back against the wall the way TJP does here tonight.
No, it's usually the champion who's got everything to lose and very little to gain. But both of these men have a lot to lose and a lot to gain in this match.
TJP feeling the effects of the shots to the back here from Rohit's X Division title match here on Impact Wrestling on Access TV, as Rohit goes off the ropes a couple of times and drives a elbow and forearm into the throat of TJP. There's a cover and a kick out. Can Rohit get this match done? Can he continue to be X Division champion? He's loving the spotlight right now, Madison Rain. He's been featured in Sports Illustrated, media around the world talking about this man, Rohit Raju. You know what that feels like.
Of course I do. As a 5-time Knockouts champion, 2-time Knockouts tag team champion, the locker room leader, the queen bee. Of course I know what it's like to be in the spotlight, and Rohit should be enjoying every moment of it.
And Rohit wants the cover, looking to remain champion, and TJP escapes. And Rohit stays right on, has the arm. Look at the determination in the eyes of Rohit. You follow Rohit on social media. He loves being X Division champion. He has coffee with the belt. He sends pictures of that belt almost every single day, barbecuing with it. He is obsessed with being X Division champion.
He is proud of being X Division champion, Josh. He is making the world aware of where that title is and where he intends on keeping it.
Trying to keep TJP grounded at the moment. TJP, we've talked about, and you called him a technical assassin earlier tonight. A great way to describe TJP. Here's an inside cradle, shoulders down, and a kick out. To the midsection there by Rohit, as he's looking for more offense. Twisting and turning TJP into the canvas, has him up here looking for a front suplex. TJP, I think he might have raked him in the eyes, stays on his feet, goes inside, now looking for this tornado DDT for the second time in the match. That was able to connect. TJP still favoring his arm, but needs to go for a cover. Trying to put away the champion. Trying to become champion here tonight.
TJP has to capitalize on this moment right now and get the momentum in his favor. We haven't seen it favoring him throughout the majority of this match.
TJP trying to speed things up here against the X Division champion. TJP, who literally spilled the tea last week, throwing it into the face of Rohit. They were talking trash back and forth, and here we go. go, X Division title match tonight. We saw TJP have Rohit in this predicament earlier, and now has him up for a surfboard. That's going to put pressure on the knees, on the shoulders, on the back, on the arms. Rohit's feeling this everywhere, right?
Rohit's feeling it
Shoulders down,
everywhere, and what a difficult pinning position he had Rohit in.
So hard to kick out of when your legs and your arms are literally locked up by the challenger, but Rohit was able to keep this match going. Now you've got to weather the storm if you're Rohit. You've got to hang in there and see what TJP is going to bring, and then see if you can get an opportunity to capitalize.
Well, I said it before, Josh. Rohit's done a great job of doing his homework and studying his opponent here in this match tonight. Whether or not he can swing momentum back in his favor is going to be a deciding factor in this match.
And right there, TJP went high risk, and Rohit was able to capitalize. Rohit's got TJP turned around now, tied up in the tree of woe. A dangerous situation for TJP because you are literally at the mercy of your opponents. TJP! What a back and forth chess match this has been for the X Division Championship.
Both of these men are doing a great job of slowing down their opponent, putting their opponent in compromising positions to take away some of their offense.
Big time elbow there. Style from Rohit. He's got TJP locked up. There's a DDT with one leg trapped, and Rohit is going to remain. No, a kick out by TJP. Rohit floats it over, looking for a crossface. Rohit's been working on the arm and the shoulder of TJP throughout this match, and the technical assassin TJP, he's in a dangerous situation right now. Back to a vertical base, and TJP looking to take advantage. He's got him. And off the knees, Rohit goes. It's like a modified Road to Valhalla from TJP.
I would question TJP's strategy here. I feel like a pin, a cover right there could have.
Instead it was the Mama Splash that Rohit avoided, and TJP basically fell into this crossface. TJP's in trouble. Rohit's got the crossface locked in. Instead, TJP rolls through, and check out TJP with the knee bar here on Rohit. TJP digging here with this knee bar, and can Rohit make it to the ropes? Rohit is still dragging TJP over to the other side of the ring. Rohit is fading, and he's got the X Division title. Rohit has the belt in his grasp. TJP, tug of war here between referee Brandon Toll and Rohit, the champion, who goes low blow. The referee was taking the belt out of the ring. A low blow, a knee to the temple, a cover, and Rohit somehow, some way finds a victory.
Here is your winner and still X Division champion, Rohit Raju.
And that was TJP's last chance. As long as Rohit Raju is X Division champion, TJP will not be allowed to challenge for the title.
And that may be sitting in right now for TJP. A victory here for Rohit Raju. TJP has got to be devastated.
Oh, you passed the lie detector test?
No way. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't even be in there. Tell me that Bravo has my money. If Bravo really had my money, you damn right I would have shot him.
Oh.
You know what I think? I think you shot him. Bravo's gonna rat you out and tell me you had my money. That's what I think.
Whoa. Why you all up in my man's face with the interrogation? I know there's a beef. What's the problem? He wants to smoke. It look like, man, you need to get on out of here with all of that.
Yeah.
Relax. You need to take a chill pill.
Yeah.
Good luck in your lie detector test, bro.
Yeah, you know what? You don't even have to worry about him, you know? I just want to say, I know we started off on the wrong foot, but you know, we Gucci, right? We Gucci.
I don't think this is Gucci.
No. We Gucci. We good. No. We're good. We're good, not Gucci. We're good. We on good terms.
Gucci.
We on good terms.
Gucci.
Good terms.
Gucci.
We're good.
Oh, Gucci.
Yeah, we friends.
Oh, we
on the
Gucci.
same page, right?
Yeah.
We're doing so great as friends.
Word.
We're doing great as
Word.
friends.
Are
You know
we?
what? We're
Are
doing
we?
so good as friends. No. We're doing great as friends.
Are we?
Yes.
We are.
It doesn't even matter that you are the best man, okay? It doesn't. It really doesn't. Great rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
Stay Gucci. Cause you're the pin. Give me that. Stay Gucci.
Boom. Peace out.
Yeah. Peace out.
Gucci.
Man, it has been a minute. Who's got the papers?
Yeah, I ain't got no papers, but let's see this outside, and
Got a love note?
see, we're being convicted.
Convicted? I didn't shoot Bravo. Not my gun, not my problem.
Man, I knew we should have got medical cards. Man,
Evicted. We're being evicted. Getting kicked out. What? Says we haven't paid rent in 2 years.
Rent? This is a fucking tree.
That's what it says here. Oh, it says we have a week.
a week?
We gotta leave the treehouse. We gotta leave Impact. Yes. This is it.
So big news there as the Rascals announced that they're departing from Impact Wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first accompanied to the ring by Larry D, representing Triple XL,
So we hope to have more on social media accounts. Speaking of tag teams, there's a big one right here. AC Romero and Larry D, but it'll be AC Romero going one-on-one with one half of the former Impact Wrestling Tag Team Champions here tonight.
His opponent from Detroit, Michigan, one half of the Motor City Machine Guns, Chris Sabin.
Chris Sabin and the Motor City Machine Guns returned to Impact Wrestling at Slammiversary. Sabin and Shelley became tag team champions, but at Bound for Glory, Alex Shelley was taken out. He was injured at the hands of the North. We don't have a timeline for the return of Alex Shelley, but for Sabin, he's going at it one-on-one here tonight, Madison Rain. He's a former world champion. He's a former X Division champion. Can he get it done in this match if it stays one-on-one?
Well, to your point, Josh, he is a former world champion, a former multi-time tag team champion. He's been in the ring with so many different competitors, but I don't think under any circumstances, as we're seeing right here, this is going to be a one-on-one match.
Not particularly fair for Chris Sabin here, and it looks like it's going to be a two-on-one attack by Triple XL. Sabin's going to have to fight from underneath against Larry D and AC Romero. And to Madison's point, it is almost like Sabin is fighting against both members of Triple XL, although a singles match between Sabin and AC Romero here tonight. Sabin goes back first into the buckle, and Sabin could really use a tag team partner here tonight. An interesting night to say the least thus far as we continue to try to find out who shot Johnny Bravo. We had Knockouts tag team action earlier tonight. We know Turning Point goes down this Saturday night on Impact Plus. And still have an incredible main event coming up here tonight. Sabin trying to get something going here, trying to build some offense. And then the news from the Rascals that they are departing Impact Wrestling. AC Romero with the cover. And Sabin finds a way to pop free at two. Madison Rain, look at the back of Chris Sabin as he kicked out there, all the bruising. AC Romero's really putting in some work tonight, isn't he?
Yeah, Chris Sabin's in a bad way, and I think that you could read that on his face even as he was coming down the ramp at the beginning of this match. He knows quite literally the giant that's in front of him right now, and it's pretty simple here. If Chris Sabin can't find a way to get out of predicaments like this and quicken the pace of this match, it's going to be a short match for Chris Sabin.
And there's Larry D right on cue to work. Triple XL, they changed their game plan several months ago, and they are seeing that change in attitude pay dividends here tonight as AC Romero looking to just unscrew the neck and head of Chris Sabin. I can't feel almost.
Especially when that fight is from a man as big and strong and powerful as AC Romero.
Chris Sabin trying to get back to his feet somehow, some way, persevere, and AC Romero goes to the midsection of the Motor City Machine Gun, Chris Sabin. Great to see the Motor City Machine Guns back. Can't wait to see Alex Shelley back in an Impact ring. Tag team division red hot right now with the North back on top as tag team champions. We'll see if they can retain their titles Saturday night at Turning Point against the Good Brothers. There's AC Romero just going after the eyes of Chris Sabin. Madison, I know you're a big fan of Impact Plus. Is watching your championship matches back.
There's just so much Madison Rain content on Impact Plus, Josh. How can you not love it?
Make sure you download and subscribe today as AC Romero with a couple of shoulders into the midsection of Sabin here. And AC just standing over his prey like a predator here tonight.
Just stalking Chris Sabin. And Josh, I've been in the ring with competitors twice, 3 times my size, and it's hard. Every move hurts 3 to 4 times more than somebody more equally paired in your size and your strategy in the ring. This is just almost difficult to watch Chris Sabin go through this tonight.
And to your point, Sabin is going to need to use his speed and agility, stick and move, and that's what Chris Sabin is going to do here. Got a couple of boots up to the second now. For a bit of an equalizer off the second rope, got caught by AC Romero. Sabin trying to fight free. Chris Sabin off the ropes and sidestepped there, and out goes AC Romero. Chris Sabin knows what it's like to be in a big fight, knows what it's like to challenge for championships, and he takes out both members of Triple XL. I was watching a social media post from Impact Wrestling last week of Chris Sabin and AJ Styles competing for the X Division Championship. You talk about a lot of Madison Rain content. Chris Sabin basically grew up in TNA and now Impact Wrestling. And Sabin on the top rope now. Chris Sabin with the body, AC Romero down. Cover here by Sabin. Hooks to the outside. Leg in. Did he get him? Did he get him? AC Romero kicked out at 2. Madison Rain, I thought it was over.
I think Chris Sabin's as shocked as we are. I thought in 9/10 count I think we've seen all night.
Sabin with a look of determination in his eyes, waiting for AC Romero to get back to his feet. Here comes Sabin, and AC caught him, and AC just smashes Sabin into the canvas. And now AC Romero looking for a senton. Sabin rolled in to avoid utter disaster.
Chris Sabin has to capitalize on the fact that AC Romero is off his feet right now.
So can Chris Sabin capitalize here? He's got AC Romero in his sights. He's got to dig deep, get something going here for Chris Sabin. Step up kick there by Chris Sabin. He's up to the top rope now. Chris Sabin looking to build momentum. Sabin drop kick off the back of AC Romero. And Chris Sabin starting to dial it up now. Larry D taken out yet again by Sabin.
This is what he has to do. He has to be quick. He has to stick and move if he wants to win this match.
AC Romero rocking like a redwood. Will he fall down? AC Romero still on his feet. Sabin one more and AC goes down. There's the cover. And Chris Sabin is victorious.
Here's your winner, Chris Sabin.
So Chris Sabin gets it done here tonight, defeating AC Romero and keeping Larry D at bay. Congratulations to one half. Hey, look at this! Larry D from behind. And I'll ask him the same question Madison Rain just did. Why? Match is over. What does this prove here? From Triple XL. They can attack a man when he's down, or they can attack a man from behind.
It just drives your point home, Josh. The team of Triple XL, their attitude change has completely turned these two into monsters.
And a message sent here tonight from Triple XL to perhaps everybody in all of Impact Wrestling. The Triple XL is not to be trifled with. Chris Sabin got the victory, folks, but all we're talking about right now is what Triple XL just did, what Larry D and EC Romero just did, and the message they sent to everybody in all of Impact Wrestling.
Look at you. You mind if I sit down? Look at you. You got the abs. You look great. If I'm the promoter of Impact Wrestling, you're my #1 draft pick. You're the guy that has untapped potential. And tonight, Christopher, can I call you Christopher? Nah. Going one-on-one with my buddy Eddie Edwards.
Oh, stop right there. You're doing a whole lot of cat. Chris Bay is about the action.
You got rhymes.
Yeah, I got rhymes. I got it all. You want to do a little collab? Let me know. Maybe it could work something out.
Like that. You can't out-finesse the ultimate finesser, and you can't out-grift the ultimate grifter. So, this is what I have in mind.
Look, I'm getting tired of when you're supposed to go fetch me some cigarettes and a candy bar or something. We've been over and over this. I get it. I'm the perfect suspect. I had the motivation. I had the means. The perfect opportunity. And nobody wants to spite Rosemary any more than me. So, sure, what better way to do that than to knock off her husband during her big wedding day right before the wedding kiss. I get it. It makes perfect sense. But there's just one thing. Guns are so inelegant. They're very loud. They're very messy. Blood gets everywhere. It's not my style. And besides, do you really think that I would waste all of that pure virgin blood?
I am so inclined to believe you. You've always been a straight shooter with me. But this lie detector shows deception. It's off the charts, man.
Well, you do know, deception runs through my veins. It's part of my DNA. But I'm getting tired of this. I'll tell you what. I did not miss Tommy Dreamer. But I think I know who did.
Look, somebody's got to get to the bottom of who shot Johnny Bravo. Maybe Tommy Dreamer and Father James Mitchell are the best duo to do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from the Bay Area AVA, the ultimate finesser, Chris Bay.
And earlier tonight we saw Sami Callihan lurking around Chris Bay. I have no idea what's going on there either. Do you have any speculation for Chris Bay and Sami Callihan?
Nope, but I feel like it's going to be a bad day for somebody.
Precarious situation whenever Sami Callihan is around. Deception personified. Get a load of Chris Bay. This kid's in great shape. He's going to need to be against his opponent here tonight.
His opponent from Boston, Massachusetts, Eddie Edwards.
Former world champion, former all-everything, quite honestly, is Eddie Edwards. He was in the main event last week, Madison, and former world champion Eric Young. And we saw what happened in the end with Ken Shamrock getting involved. Shamrock came out. So Sami Callihan and Eddie Edwards destined to be rivals forever, but now you've got the likes of Ken Shamrock getting involved, and maybe even Chris Bay if we don't want to speculate a little too far down the road.
Yeah, what we do know, Josh, is last week there were rivalries renewed, history revisited, and it's safe to say that Eddie Edwards and Sami Callihan are never going to get rid of each other.
Yeah, they're like a bad couple that's broken up and continues to follow each other on social media and try to ruin the other one's lives. And Eddie went for a collar and elbow there, and Chris Bay was able to duck out of the way. Smile on the face of Eddie Edwards. He loves to be inside of a wrestling ring, doesn't he?
He sure does, and I think Chris Bay loves being inside the ring here at Impact just as much as Eddie Edwards does. He loves proving himself and putting himself on the map here.
Each and every Tuesday on Impact Wrestling on Access TV, and Bay goes for a leapfrog baseball slide by Eddie Edwards. Bay lands on his feet off the hip ducks the line. Chris Bay with a boot. Eddie catches that. Bay lands on his feet. Goes in between the ropes. Shot to the midsection. Up and over. This is like two high-flying offenses right out of the gate. Chris Bay tries to take advantage, and Eddie's down, and both men back up. There's a drop kick by Bay. You can watch these two wrestle all night long.
Yeah, this match has instant classic match of the year written all over it.
High praise from Madison Rain to Eddie Edwards and Chris Bay here tonight. Impact Wrestling on Access TV, but this is the time of the year. Everybody starts putting their candidates together for match of the year. Who did it best? And if you don't think the stars of Impact Wrestling take that seriously, go talk to somebody like Sami Callihan, who will remind you over and over again that he's won match of the year 2 years in a row. And Eddie, inverted atomic drop, sends Bay for the ride. Overhead belly suplex, like only Eddie Edwards can do. Goes for the cover. Bay shoulders down and finds some space and separation to kick out at 2. Eddie Edwards would love to be back in the hunt, back in the title picture. Rich Swann, his buddy, the current reigning Impact Wrestling World Champion. You got Sami Callihan lurking around. You've got Eric Young circling the waters like a shark.
You know what, Josh? Let's sit in something you just said for a second. Eddie Edwards would love to be back in the title picture. The title that's held by his good friend, Rich Swann. This is, another example opportunity to dethrone his friend if given the chance.
And they would shake hands before the match, and they would probably shake hands after the match. It's the folks like Sami Callihan that you have to pay attention to. It's Callihan that would do anything devious, anything destructive to defeat his opponent. I bet that if Eddie beat Rich one-on-one, fair and square, Rich would raise his hand to the center of the ring, and we would have a feel-good moment. Those are the things, Madison Rain, that people like you are so just, you don't want to see anymore. You don't want to see feel-good moments. I live for those moments. Big-time spinning heel kick. Chris Bay goes for the cover, and Eddie Edwards kicks out at 2.
You know, Josh, we've been talking about all of the accolades of Eddie Edwards. Let's talk about the fact that on December 12th, Chris Bay will be competing in the New Japan Super J Cup. How exciting is that for Chris Bay?
Absolutely thrilling. Chris Bay will be representing Impact Wrestling in the New Japan Pro Wrestling Super J Cup 12-12, and we'll see if Bay can head there with a victory under his belt against the former world champion, Eddie Edwards.
They'll be calling that the Super Bay Cup after December 12th.
We'll find out. Stars from all over the world competing in that prestigious tournament. Speaking of collaborations, how great was it to see Don Callis, Impact Executive, our broadcast partner as well, a part of the AEW Full Gear this past Saturday night. A special night for Don and Kenny Omega live on pay-per-view. Eddie into the corner, comes flying out. That's pure strength from Eddie Edwards with the back elbow. Eddie has every facet of this game down, driving those chops into the corner. And now watch Eddie Edwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lost count. They're so quick. By a dozen rapid-fire chops from Eddie Edwards to Chris Bay.
Chris Bay will be feeling that until December 12th. Josh, that pains me to watch.
Short arm reversal by Bay. Connects with the back elbow. And Chris Bay looking to build some speed here. Off the ropes. Eddie Edwards catches him, and Bay meets the canvas. Eddie Edwards looking for a double underhook here. Tiger driver coming. Bay counters with a Hurricane Rana. Bay with a palm strike. Back fist. Bay went for a leg sweep. Eddie Edwards counter, but wasn't able to play defense to that kick by Bay. Bay looking for perhaps the cutter off the springboard. Eddie saw it coming. Eddie sprawls down, shoulders down, and Eddie got him. Eddie got him.
Here is your winner, Eddie Edwards.
Eddie Edwards backed up there and allowed Chris Bay to come off with the springboard, and Eddie capitalized in a big-time way. Eddie Edwards always sees the angles, always knows how to get it done in a flash and secure the victory here. He's not done yet. Chris Bay wants to prove something here to Eddie Edwards. What's it going to be? Eddie says, come on. Eddie's been in hundreds of fights in Impact Wrestling. Wait, what's this? Where is he? Where is he? Can't see anything. And look, there he is! Sami Callihan inside the ring with baseball bat. The weapon that nearly blinded Eddie Edwards when this rivalry began. And there's Rich Swann. There's Rich, the good friend of Eddie Edwards. You said there's no friends in pro wrestling, Madison Rayne? Rich Swann proving that point wrong here tonight. Look at Rich all over Callahan.
This is exactly what Eddie Edwards needed.
To even the odds, oh no, the odds are no longer even. The odds are no longer even. There's the Impact Wrestling Hall of Famer, Ken Shamrock. And Shamrock is unloading on Rich Swann here tonight.
Rich Swann and Eddie Edwards need to get out of the ring right now.
No doubt about it. It is certainly not advantageous for Eddie Edwards and Rich Swann to stay in here and fight, and Chris Bay proving why. With a steel chair ringing off the backs of Rich and Edwards here tonight. And now Ken Shamrock is dragging the world champion towards the center of the ring. Are we going to get an ankle lock? Are we going to get a little snap, crackle, pop? Is Callahan going to use the baseball bat? Is Chris Bay going to use the chair? Is it going to be a little bit of both? Oh no. Madison Rayne, this is what he did.
Oh no.
This is what Callahan did to Eddie Edwards. That nearly ended. And there's the Rascals. There's Trey, Dez, and Wentz. The Rascals. And Sami Callahan, Chris Bay, and Ken Shamrock are going to leave the ring.
The Rascals quite literally just saved the career of Rich Swann.
The Rascals looking to leave Impact Wrestling the way they want it. The picture that they want. Standing alongside their friends like Eddie Edwards and Rich Swann.
It looks like the situation between all of these men is far from over.
Battle lines drawn here tonight. What's going to happen between these individuals, and what does it mean for the future of Impact Wrestling?
We really don't have to do this.
Hey, Jordan. I have something important I need to discuss with you.
What? Oh, me?
Hey, Jordan.
So, Madison really screwed it up for us, and the tournament starts next week, so, hey, it's a big opportunity, kid.
My big opportunity for what?
The tournament, you both need partners, so...
If Tennille wants to ask me something, she needs to ask me herself. Yes or no? Yes or no what? Yes or no, will you be my partner? What's that? I couldn't hear you. Will you be my partner? Oh. You know, Tennille, I haven't actually really thought a lot about that. You know what? I actually need a partner that I can trust, so maybe not in the tournament, but I guess at Turning Point, I can give you the opportunity to earn my trust. Perfect. See you there. Let's go.
Battles will be waged.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is the Knockouts Champion.
Championships will be on the line.
We made this tag team division. I am still Impact Wrestling's X Division Champion.
Careers will reach a turning point.
Rich Swann is World Champion.
Impact Wrestling presents Turning Point, only on Impact Plus.
Rascals. Hey man, I just wanna say before y'all bounce out, man, thank you for having my back. I ain't trying to be like, Eddie when Sammy had damn near took out my man's vision. Nobody ain't trying to be like that. You know what I'm saying? But yo, I just from the bottom of my heart thank y'all.
No sweat. You gotta worry about family, bro. We still got a little bit of time here, so you gotta make sure that we got to watch your back, bro.
Oh, really? How much time y'all got?
A week.
Eviction notice.
Yeah,
7 days.
Something like that.
You're on the ring
7 days.
Well, check it. How about we do something special? I like special. How about you go out with a bang?
What you talking
like
about?
DDP? Like bang! You know what I'm saying? Like pow! Hey, how about we do it? Trey Miguel and Rich Swann versus Dennis and Wentz. What y'all say to that?
Last names.
Ooh, that sucks. But yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Y'all ready? Hey, we're ready. Come on.
Really like the sound of it.
Let's get it then.
That's for fun.
Next week.
See y'all next week.
Hey, can I get a title shot? Dog, we're in the same. What? I'm on Team Swan, dog. Team last name. Team last name. Hey, I got my last name.
I got no teeth, but I got a first. You can try.
Hey, we make one. It's cool.
Yeah, man. You know what? My Bavoli got a first, man.
Y'all boys crazy. They don't fit.
I'm ready.
Me too.
Let's
How good is beer money? Good God! Oh!
This may do it.
Gotta be it.
Root pin, root two, no. Magnus just broke it up.
What a match!
Storm just rocked him from the outside. Wait. It's Eric Young.
He's the leader of the World Elite.
The Force of World Elite, the TNA Global Champion.
Help his boys out.
Yeah, trying to help the British invasion here as he pulled James Storm off the apron. The pin in the ring, did he get it?
He had a handful of trunks in the...
Not enough, though. Earl Campbell laying down the law of the Global Champion, Eric Young. Sends it to the back, and Eric says no way.
Well, good for all having to take control out here. It's hard enough for all to control these three teams.
Well, what's the story with Eric Young? Shaking his head no that he refuses to leave.
Oh, look at this! Kevin Nash!
The former global champion, if you will. Kevin Nash wants to get that championship belt back.
Well, I think he might have just gotten it back. That's the...
What the hell's going on here?
Wow,
I'm looking at the face of Eric Young. He's as surprised as any of us. Kevin Nash with the championship belt to the back of the head of James Storm. And Robert Roode going to the corner for a tag, screaming for Storm, but his partner's been knocked out.
Yeah, Storm got drilled by Nash with the title. And look at Brutus. All right, Roode went off.
Oh, Roode isolated. Bridge double team. Get two. Get three. Keep the title.
Wow. Talk about highway robbery. That's highway robbery at its blatant best.
Su Yung in a no disqualifications match. This is uncharted territory for you. How are you preparing?
You know, Gia, you're right. This is uncharted territory. I have never been in a no disqualification match before. And this is Su Young's domain. This is where she excels. This is her playground. It has the potential to be a bit uncomfortable for us, Kim, right? It does, you're right. But I think this is something that you and I can handle. You're right. I'm the virtuosa. I always have a plan. That's how I became the Knockouts champion. That's how I became the first ever Iron Woman of Impact Wrestling. And come this Saturday, that's how I plan to become a two-time Knockouts champion. I'm the virtuosa, the greatest technical women's wrestler in the world. And every virtuosa needs her curator. Where is she?
So look, you're just gonna have to trust me on this. It's my area of expertise.
Obviously, I'd love to trust you, but I can't just take you on your word. I have to investigate these heat there. Let's get right on to the point. You didn't want to bring him back to life, did you?
No.
But Rosemary made you do it, didn't she?
Yes.
And it made you mad, didn't it?
Yes.
Mad enough to kill her husband as revenge?
I think you should be asking Rosemary these questions.
Oh, trust me, I have plenty of questions for Rosemary. But she has a match this Saturday at Turning Point, so I'm gonna let her do that. Pause a murder investigation. But you never answered my question. Did you shoot Bravo?
Was it Rosemary? Was it Advic? What's Father James Mitchell talking about? The plot thickens in the story of who shot Bravo.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest is set for one fall. Introducing team number 1 from Reno, Nevada, Reno Scum.
A lot of shady characters in Impact Wrestling Madison Rain. You've got these two, Reno Scum, Adam Thornstow and Luster the Legend. You've got Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steele stealing the money from Falaba, replaced it with what appeared to be a soda can. You've got everything going on with the interrogation. Father James Mitchell, who shot Bravo? Everybody pointing fingers at everybody else. It's absolute chaos right now.
And their opponents first from the Philippines, Falaba.
Earlier tonight, Falaba was in the interrogation room, took the lie detector test. We don't know how he fared. And we've seen Fala have issues with his tag team partner over the last number of weeks as well. Can they get along?
His tag team partner from the Black Hills Sanatorium, Crazy Steve.
So tag team match happening momentarily. Tag team titles on the line this Saturday night at Turning Point as the Good Brothers challenge the North. We'll see a preview of that of sorts in our main event when Josh Alexander faces Carl Anderson tonight. Those four got into it earlier. Madison Rain, I think it's safe to say that the only two people getting along here in Impact Wrestling are you and I.
Josh, stop it. You know what? Actually, I have a question for you. Why haven't you been questioned in the mystery of who shot Bravo? You weren't invited to the wedding, shocker. You weren't technically in attendance. You could have very easily pulled off the shooting of Johnny Bravo.
No idea what you're talking about. Johnny Bravo and I have always been great friends. Side headlock there by Luster the Legend. Shoulder tackle, wraps Fala to the ropes. There's a boots. Luster off the ropes, and Fala connects with the crossbody. Don't forget, folks, check out the official Impact Wrestling eBay store. eBay.com/Impact Wrestling for some exclusive merch that you can't get anywhere else. And Steve and Falaba, again, we'll question if they can work as a cohesive unit here. And they seem to be working well together as Steve was reaching for the tag. Luster used his power, and here comes Adam Thornstow. And Steve sent back into the buckle. Here comes Thornstow. There's Luster the Legend. And Reno Scum on a roll. This is a team that's very determined to become tag team champions in Impact Wrestling. Standing moonsault, hooks the leg, and Steve kicks out at 2 as...
To feel like he just got hit by a freight train as he took all of that offense from both members of Reno Scum, who, you're right, Josh, are trying to position themselves at the top of the ladder in the tag team division here at Impact Wrestling.
And we'll see who will be atop the division Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. It all gets started, folks, on Impact Plus exclusive Turning Point. Don't miss it. Use the hashtag Turning Point throughout Saturday night to join in on the conversation as Luster the Legend continues to impose his will, show his strength and his power against Crazy Steve. Luster. Oh, I think we're going to go to Pity City, Madison Rain. That's the only place worse than Reno. Smell Thornstow from here. That's absolutely disgusting. Just filthy.
Look, I'm a big fan of Reno Scum, but I can't even get on board with that. It's just vile.
And Steve biting away at Thornstow, trying to get back into this one. He desperately needs to make a tag. Tafala goes in between the legs. Thornstow, I don't think he got him. I don't think Steve made the tag, and now he does. And here comes Falaba. And Fala, he can quickly turn things around in a hurry, can he? Bam, look at this, back and forth. Fala goes into Adam Thornstowe, now Luster the Legend. Now Adam Thornstowe follows on a roll. He's got Thornstowe up. Luster trying to get back in this one. Fala, watch this belly suplex.
Wow, the whole ring just shook.
With authority, Falaba. And there's a big boot there by Thornstowe. Thornstowe up to the second. These are the two legal men in this match. Thornstowe gets caught. And Falaba takes advantage. Fala goes for the cover. Huge opportunity here for Fala and Crazy Steve. And somehow, someway, Adam Thornstowe kicks out at 2. Exciting time for all of us here in Impact Wrestling. On the precipice, on the footstep, on the doorstep, however you want to put it, the Turning Point Saturday nights. Rounding out an incredible 2020 as Luster catches Crazy Steve. And Steve goes into the post.
Well, that would be the end of Crazy Steve in 2020.
Maybe the end of Crazy Steve and Falaba. And now, Reno Scum. Can they deliver? Can they put away Fala? Thornstowe off the top. Here comes the cover. I don't think Fala's going to escape here, and Reno Scum picks up the win.
Here are your winners, Reno Scum!
That's right, baby! So Reno Scum pick up the win here tonight on Impact Wrestling. Are they continuing to make their point? Are they continuing to drive home the fact that they should be challenging the champion?
So here's the deal. I need someone to watch my back. I don't know if you saw what happened out there earlier with Triple XL, but I can't take these boys on by myself. I need someone to watch my back, someone I can count on, someone who knows as much about tag team wrestling as I do. So what do you say? Be my partner. I'll buy you a beer.
As you can see, you don't have to buy me any beer. But I will tell you this. The devil in me has been asleep way too long. You need a partner for this Saturday? All the stuff we've been through? I'll be there.
I'll cheers to that. Dude, how many of these have you drank?
Holy. Like 10. If we're gonna fight together, you gotta be able to drink with me. That
Let's
way,
do it.
this Saturday, all them boys are gonna hear, sorry about your damn luck. You got it. Put some hair on your chest. There you go.
When you thought it couldn't get any worse.
Come on, partner.
Just when you thought you survived, it's back. Talking Shopomania 2. Your favorite brothers, Jobbers, and Marks return to Fight TV this Friday. Plus, prepare for the Torturer.
Talk in Shopomania 2!
How's that? I'm a little tender, but I'm good. I'm all right, so. All right, let's just check this out. Well, Willie, the bad news is you got a bruised larynx. The good news is you're cleared to wrestle. Piece of garbage. Get up. Get up. Get up. Oh, son of a... I'm gonna see your ass at Turning Point, punk.
There is clearly a side of Moose that none of us knew existed.
No, Josh, he's dangerous, he's lethal. I have no idea what's going to happen at Turning Point.
It all goes down this Saturday night, folks, exclusively on Impact Plus, 8 p.m. Eastern. Moose will go one-on-one with Willie Mack. And at Turning Point, we will see Eddie Edwards go one-on-one with a returning Daivari. Brian Myers goes one-on-one with Swoggle.
Jordan Grace and Tennille Dashwood have decided to team up. This Saturday, they'll take on the team of Taya and Rosemary.
Speaking of tag team matches, how about this one? The North versus the Good Brothers for the Impact Wrestling World Tag Team titles. Deonna Purrazzo challenges Su Yung for the Knockouts Championship. That one's no disqualifications. And in the main event, it's Rich Swann versus Sami Callihan for the Impact Wrestling World Championship. All that and more this Saturday night on Turning Point on Impact Plus. But right now it's time for our main events.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Ethan Page, representing the North, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, one half of the Impact Tag Team Champions, Josh Alexander.
Saturday night is a big one for the North. Can they defeat the Good Brothers and retain their Impact Wrestling World Tag Team titles? Can Josh Alexander defeat Carl Anderson tonight? We saw the four of these men get into it at the beginning of the show. You know that they do not like each other. You know that they loathe each other. You know all four want to be the face of the tag team division in Impact Wrestling. The North were there for so long. They were the Mount Rushmore of the tag team division as the longest reigning champions in history. But too many teams have gotten to Impact, and now the Good Brothers want to be the face of Impact Wrestling.
His opponent, accompanied to the ring by Doc Gallows, representing the Good Brothers, from Tokyo, Japan, Machine Gun Carl Anderson.
Here they are, the Good Brothers. Carl Anderson, the Machine Gun, the Big LG, Doc Gallows. They know what's at stake here tonight. A huge week for the Good Brothers. Not only here tonight, not only Saturday at Turning Point and Impact Plus with the tag team titles on the line, but sandwiched in between, it's Talking Shop Mania 2 on pay-per-view, hosted by the Good Brothers. Put the kids to bed, crack open a cold one, and check out Talking Shop Mania 2. And the Machine Gun Carl Anderson is ready to go right now. It's singles action. It's our main event. Madison Rand, do you think it'll remain singles action? Do you think Page and Gallows will stay at bay?
Absolutely not. We've seen these four men, these two teams, going at it for Bound for Glory. And now on the other side, with the North in control of the tag team division, tensions are at an all-time high.
We'll see what happens here tonight in our main event. Cannot wait to see what happens Saturday night at Turning Point and Impact Plus. Nice takedown there, single leg from Josh Alexander. The walking weapon versus the Machine Gun here tonight in the main event. Big LG watching for the Good Brothers. And All Ego Ethan Page watching for the North. Good Brothers have made fun of Ethan Page's, some call it an alter ego, the Karate Man, on social media. Page does not like that being brought up, so we'll leave it there. Collar and elbow tie up by Anderson and Alexander. Madison Ray, when it comes to the strength side of things and the technical wrestling prowess, did you give the advantage to Josh Alexander in this one?
Well, I don't know how he can't. From the moment he steps through those ropes, he just turns into an absolute machine. And on the other side of the ring, in the opposite corner, you've got the Good Brothers who are bringing their whiskey to the ring. Two totally different game plans, totally different strategies here tonight.
Different styles for sure, as Carl Anderson, trying to go to work here on Josh Alexander, sets up for the ride and takes down Alexander momentarily. And here we go. The Machine Gun Carl Anderson with a clothesline over the top rope. Good Brothers celebrate as Anderson holds the ring. Can he keep it going? Find out as our main event continues. Welcome back to Impact Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. We've taken our final commercial break. This is our main event. The Machine Gun Carl Anderson one-on-one with the walking weapon Josh Alexander. And Alexander goes hard into the buckle. What a match has been thus far, Madison Rain.
Yeah, Josh, don't forget, last week we saw Gallows defeat Ethan Page. So here tonight, if Carl Anderson can defeat Josh Alexander, that's 2 wins in a row for the challengers at Turning Point.
Yeah, think about what that would mean for Saturday night, as Ethan Page is letting everybody know that those titles aren't leaving the North anytime soon. But to your point, Gallows last week with the victory over Page. If Anderson can defeat Alexander here tonight, the Good Brothers are humming with momentum towards Turning Point this Saturday night on Impact Plus as Josh Alexander goes for the cover, hooks the leg, and a kick out. So in a perfect world for the champions, the North, Josh Alexander picks up the win. Daddy races the victory last week for Gallows, and it gets everybody off to an even playing field this Saturday night. And we'll see what happens here between these two as this match continues to develop. The walking weapon, Josh Alexander, is in control. It was Anderson in control before we went to break, and back here, Madison Rand, what a time for all of us here in Impact Wrestling. We've been talking about Turning Point throughout the night. Stay close to ImpactWrestling.com and all of our social media channels for all the latest on Turning Points. Exclusively on Impact Plus. You can download and subscribe to Impact Plus today. Check it out in your app store. Oh, there's a shot by the walking weapon, Josh Alexander. There's a boot to the knee. Did you notice anything on that kick there, Madison Rand? It really looked like Carl Anderson. That may have tweaked some ligaments in his knee there. Like a stiff kick.
Yeah, everything that Josh Alexander does, it's with intention. He's looking to take Carl Anderson out here tonight. Maybe he doesn't even show up to Turning Point.
Shot to the midsection there by the walking weapon, Josh Alexander. It's going to take an awful lot to get the Good Brothers away from Turning Point this Saturday night. I see your point. I see what you're saying here. But, we're in for a battle come Saturday night on Impact Plus as Josh Alexander continues to drive the knees into the back of the machine gun Carl Anderson. And this is where Alexander's so dangerous. He's always been the heavy lifter of the North. That's not something that they've ever denied. Ethan Page, he champions that. There's a float over after the suplex and a kick out.
Well, I think the dynamic of the North, it's a good one. It's a solid one. It's one that gets inside the heads and the minds of their opponents. Josh Alexander, to your point, goes in. He's the heavy lifter, and Ethan Page reminds the men standing across the ring from them just how dangerous the North are as a team and why they're Impact World Tag Team Champions.
Won the titles at Bound for Glory on pay-per-view several weeks ago. The North now two-time Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Champions. They took out Alex Shelley before the match, and they left with the titles around their waist. And now look at this from Alexander. High and tight back suplex as Anderson clutches the back of his neck. Here's a cover, shoulders down, and a near fall. So Josh Alexander has firmly taken control of this matchup. He wants to fight all day.
He's just looking to pick apart Carl Anderson here. First he was trying to take out his knee, then he dropped him up high on his neck. It appears that his goal here tonight is to make sure that the Brothers don't go into Turning Point at 100%.
I think it's a smart goal. It's a smart strategy for the North, or try to find something in Anderson that maybe Page couldn't find in Gallows. Shot off the turnbuckle there. Tell yourselves that you're going to leave with your tag team titles intact, and then the North can maybe start looking past the Good Brothers, start looking past Anderson and Gallows, and that may be easier said than done as Josh Alexander continues to put on a clinic here, has both arms of Carl Anderson. Anderson was able to get the one arm out from behind the leg of Alexander, but Josh Alexander is still in control. Madison Rand, again, we've talked about this. This is what Josh Alexander does. He systematically dissects his opponents.
He's quite possibly, Josh, the most dangerous man in terms of technical ability currently in Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, hard-pressed to disagree or to find somebody else as Carl Anderson's able to connect with the neckbreaker there. Now, normally Anderson would roll towards the corner, make a tag to his tag team partner, the big LG Gallows. But this is a singles match, a one-on-one match. So Anderson's going to have to regroup quickly, get back to his feet, and be the machine gun in a singles match. We'll see if he can do that. Alexander and Anderson both up, and here we go, trading forearms in the center of the ring. You had a feeling this match would be down to something like this.
Yeah, and at this point, it's just each man wanting to prove that he's stronger than the other one. This is just sending messages left and right to one another.
Back and forth they go. There's a reversal by the machine gun Carl Anderson. There's a clothesline, and Anderson's starting to get something going here. Followed up by the back elbow. Sends Josh Alexander for the ride, and another elbow. Anderson off the opposite side and connects with the senton. So Carl Anderson is now connected on all cylinders here against the walking weapon, and a look of determination in the eyes of one half of the Good Brothers. Oh, back elbow there.
Carl Anderson has to keep this momentum going, though, if he's going to defeat Josh Alexander.
And spine buster by Carl Anderson. There's a cover and a kick out. What a week, a huge week for the Good Brothers. Saturday night, we've been talking about it all night long. Turning point and opportunity at the World Tag Team titles. But then you have this Friday night. It is Talkin' Shop-A-Mania 2. This Friday night, it all goes down, folks, on pay-per-view. Don't miss Talkin' Shop-A-Mania 2. And be sure to put the kids to bed as you get ready for Talkin' Shop-A-Mania 2. So big week for the Good Brothers, and it all starts here tonight on Impact Wrestling on Access TV. Anderson looking for a superplex here on Josh Alexander. Can he connect? Can he put him away? Madison Rand, you've been on both the offensive side and the defensive side of this. Is Alexander right now in a good position?
He is in a good position, Josh, but again, it's all...
Deliver that? Deliver a boot like that? It was Josh Alexander who did, and a kick out. Are you feeling we're one or two big moves away from this match being over?
I'm feeling like we're a big move away or one misstep away from the other man capitalizing and pulling out a victory and taking the momentum into Saturday night.
Outside of a bunch of trash talking, you have to give credit to the big LG, Doc Gallows, and Ethan Page. They haven't gotten physically involved in this one the way we did see the opposite happen in the match last week between Gallows and Page. Anderson avoids utter disaster there. That was the big move, perhaps, that Josh Alexander was looking to deliver to put away Carl Anderson tonight. He's got a tight double underhook, and Anderson turns things around. Carl Anderson trying to regain control. Josh Alexander misses with the boot. Waist lock here, back elbow. Oh, there's an uppercut in the center of the ring. Josh Alexander fires back with a straight jab. Clothesline by Carl Anderson. Anderson goes for the cover, hooks the leg, shoulders down, and a near fall yet again. Back and forth, these two evenly matched men go.
You can feel the sense of urgency setting in for both of these men, knowing that one needs to do something, deliver something.
Anderson was looking for the gun stun. That was the something that he was looking for. And right on cue, just as we talked about Page not getting involved in this match, he's now inside the ring. This match is going to end in disqualification. The match is going to be over, and it's on between the Good Brothers and the North. And Madison Rand, they all held their water for as long as possible, but it's boiled over tonight.
Yeah, I don't know that getting into a slugfest with the big LG is the best strategy for the North.
But Ethan Page, he's not backing down at all. Here comes Josh Alexander, and it is an all-out brawl. Here comes Impact officials, security. We're going to need way more than this to stop these four from ripping each other apart.
This is a preview of what's going to happen Saturday night when the titles are on the line.
It all happens at Turning Point. Emotions have spilled over. Battle lines have been drawn. It's the North and the Good Brothers. They may fight all the way until Saturday night. We've got to get some order, law and order here on Impact Wrestling. What's going to happen Saturday? Turning Point on Impact Plus with the World Tag Team titles on the line.